Hiya, family. Um, uh, okay, how do I gotta share this, so just give me a second. How do I do that? I don't know how to do that. Okay. Oh, well. Well, I just wanted to let everyone know, um, it's been a little over 3 months, since my burglary. And I can honestly say it's been the hardest time of my life, but the best time of my life. Yeah, sorry. I get emotional, but they took everything from me, and my cousin Beth, she did do a GoFundMe for me, and it's good until February. And I'm in prayer that could help some, so that I can pay the taxes and all, so I don't actually lose this property. But anyway, the Most High has really been putting on my heart that I need to start doing scripture readings, because there's so many people like me, how I used to be, It used to be when I would read the Bible, I would fall asleep. And I really want to, I was taught as a child to search for yourself. And when I was 23, I became Catholic. And I really thought I was, doing the right thing, And my father always said I had blind faith. But here, some of you may know, 3.5 years ago, I almost died. My oxygen level was 10%, and I literally was on my way home, And the only thing that mattered to me was my connection. That's all that mattered. That's all that mattered, Nothing else mattered. And my only regret was the fact that I didn't spend more time with my family. I have the most loving family. I really do. I really do. But I'm just in prayer that I'm going to try to show people my footsteps, my little baby steps, and prayerfully that will help them as well. And because we're always struggling to survive, but no, it's our eternal salvation that's important. We must get into these scriptures and study them for ourselves. Forget everything we were taught and just read it for ourselves. Don't listen, you don't have to listen to anyone. All I'm going to be doing is scripture readings. I am not a teacher. I am none of that. I am just a person that loves the Most High Yahuwah. And I want to be obedient to him, because he has placed on my heart for a while to do this. And we're always saying, and I always said, oh, he knows my heart. He knows my heart, And yeah, you're right. He does know our hearts. But do we know his? Do we really? Well, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Isaiah, they show us his heart. And, it's just, you're going to be amazed. So I ask you to please just forget everything that you were taught and be as a child. Be as a child. And just read and study for yourself. Don't take nobody's word for it. And when you have to, when you're at like like you're not sure and you need discernment more than ever, be in prayer and fasting. And when you're fasting for spiritual reasons, do not tell anyone, because that is the secret place. And He'll reveal things that will blow your mind. And I just, sorry. I don't know how a young man does this, but, yeah, well, like I said, I'm going to start, I'm going to start in Jeremiah tonight. We're not going to get the whole, because you know how big Jeremiah is, some of you, most of you here. But, yeah, but, also I wanted to say that, my cousin Beth, she did, do a GoFundMe for me, and I also have like Cash App, but if you're able to help in any way, because the store has been so slow. I mean, I didn't even get my first customer until right before I told everybody, oh, I'm going to go live soon. And then I had one customer, and then I had another, and it's like, wow, okay. Because I was here for like almost 11 hours with nobody, not one single person, except for people that needed help, but not one cash sale, so it was bad. But then, I did get a couple customers. But if you're able to help, and I have to figure this out, because the only thing truly that brings me joy is doing Yahuwah's, the will of Yahuwah, and just leading as many people to Him as possible, because truly, you wouldn't believe the weight I have on my shoulders right now. And it's just me. I don't have a mom or a dad anymore. They're gone. My eldest brother's gone. But I can't even begin to explain the peace that I feel. Because we always think, like when we're younger, we think that just like we have to, what's a P word? I forget. Like pleasure. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. Got to do this. Guess what? I'm just in the here and now. And like, I'm just with the Most High Yahuwah. And I'm just trying to, help as many people to feel the peace, love, and I can't even tell you what I feel. I mean, it's beyond words. So my prayer is that for you. And get prepared to be your mind blown at how amazing our Father is, because yeah, well, I love you guys. And okay, I'm gonna get into it's the King James version of scriptures, and the book of Jeremiah. So just whoopsie. Okay, yeah, I'll show you here. This is the one I'm reading from. And the book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 1. Oops, don't want to ruin it. The words of Jeremiah. Oh, hold on, I gotta tell you guys something. Okay, this is kind of a secret, okay? I broke it to the admins last week. I've always read the Bible, and I've always read from the adult version for the New Testament, because I was always told to stay out of the Old Testament, because that doesn't matter, because the New Testament fulfilled the Old Testament. It no longer matters. But we know that it does matter, because it explains everything. And also another thing, when I do read, I will not be using titles, because our Father, our living, creating, loving Father, He tells us to remember His name. And the ineffable name doctrine, I'm convinced they did that because they couldn't say His name. Why? Because we know why. But yeah, I do not use titles. I will use the proper names, the true names. And I always read for the Old Testament. I always read from the children's Bible because I couldn't read. And I'm going to get emotional. I'm just warning you. But yeah, I always read from, yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, but it's the truth. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, family. Chapter 1. The words of Jerimiah, the son of Hilkiah, of the priests that were in Anathoth in the land of Benjamin, to whom the word of Yahuwah came in the days of Josiah, the son of Amon, king of Judah, in the 13th year of his reign. It came also in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of, the son of come on, Donna. The son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the carrying away of Jerusalem, captive in the 5th month. Then the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, sorry, family. I don't know how my young man does this. Before I formed thee, you know what? I'm just going to put the camera here, and I'm just going to look at the book myself and not go through the screen. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Then said I, Yahuwah. Nope, not that word. HalleluYah. Behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But Yahuwah said unto me, say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith Yahuwah. Then Yahuwah put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And Yahuwah said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. Moreover, the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Jerimiah, what seest thou? And I said, I see a rod of an almond tree. Sorry. Then said Yahuwah unto me, thou hast well seen, for I will hasten my words to perform it. And the word of Yahuwah came unto me the second time, saying, what seest thou? And I said, I see a seething pot, and the face thereof is toward the north. Then Yahuwah said unto me, out of the north an evil shall break forth upon all the inhabitants of the land. For lo, I will call all the families of the kingdoms of the north, saith Yahuwah, and they shall come, and they shall set every one his throne at the entering of the gates of Jerusalem. and against all the walls thereof round about, and against all the cities of Judah. And I will utter my judgments against them touching all their wickedness, who have forsaken me, and have burned incense unto other gods. Burned incense unto other gods, not Yahuwah, and worship the works of their own hands. Thou therefore gird up thy loins, and arise, and speak unto them all that I command thee, but be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee before them. For behold, I have made thee this day a defenced city, and an iron pillar, and brassen walls against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof, and against the people of the land. And they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee, for I am with thee, saith Yahuwah, to deliver thee. Chapter 2. Moreover, the word of Yahuwah came to me, saying, Go and cry in the ears of Jerusalem, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah, I remember thee, the kindness of thy youth, the love of thine espousals, when thou wentest after me in the wilderness, in the land that was not sown. Yesharel was holiness unto the Yahuwah, and the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him shall offend. Evil shall come upon them, saith Yahuwah. Hear ye the word of Yahuwah, O house of Jacob, and all the families of the house of Yesharel. Thus saith Yahuwah, What iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone far from me, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain? Neither said they, Where is Yahuwah, that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, that led us through the wilderness, through a land of deserts and of pits, through a land of drought and the shadow of death, thou, a land that no man passed through, and where no man dwelt. And I brought you into a plentiful country, to eat the fruit thereof, and the goodness thereof. But when ye entered, ye defiled my land, and made mine heritage an abomination. The priest said not, Where is Yahuwah? And they that handle the law knew me not. Knew me not. See that, guys? And they that handle the law knew me not. The pastors also transgressed against me, and the prophets prophesied by Baal. Wait a minute. I thought that's... Look up Baal and Lord and Baal. Look that up. And walked after things that do not profit. So I'll read that again. I'm sorry. And they that handle the law knew me not. The pastors also transgressed against me, and the prophets prophesied by Baal, and walked after things that I do not profit. Wherefore I will yet plead with you, saith Yahuwah, and with your children's children will I plead, and with your children's children will I plead. That's why we're suffering now, family. But Yahuwah loves us. You just have to get back to what we were supposed to do all way back then. For pass over the isles, trying to best way to read this. for pass over the isles of Chittim and see, and send unto Kedar, and consider diligently, and see if there be such a thing. Hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit. Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith Yahuwah. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. Is Yesharel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? The young lions roared upon him and yelled, and they made his land waste. His cities also burned without inhabitant. Also the children of Naph and Tahpanhes have broken the crown of thy head. Hast thou not procured unto thyself, in that thou hast forsaken Yahuwah thy HalleluYah, when he led thee by the way? And now what hast thou to do in the waters of Egypt? To drink the waters of Sihor, or what hast thou to do in the way of Assyria? To drink the waters of the river? Thine own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backslidings shall reprove thee. Know therefore and see that it is an evil thing and bitter that thou hast forsaken Yahuwah thy HalleluYah. Young man, I don't know how you do this, but I have to because Father tells me I must. Okay. Here we go. Okay, got it. And that my fear is not in thee, saith Yahuwah, HalleluYah of hosts. For of old time I have broken thy yoke, and burst thy bands, and thou sayest, I will not transgress. When upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest playing the harlot, yet I have planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seeds. Now then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me. For though thou wash thee with nitre, and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saith Yahuwah, HalleluYah. Right now, I'm just doing the readings, but on some, if you watch it later, some of these words you might want to look up, you know what I mean? At least that's what I do, because I'm not good at a lot of these words. So I over the years, I had to look them up. How canst thou say, I am not polluted? I have not gone after Balaam. See thy ways in the valley. Know what thou hast done. Thou art a swift dromedary traversing her ways, a wild ass used to the wilderness that snuffeth up the wind of her pleasure in her occasion. Who can turn her way? All that seek her will not weary themselves. In her month they shall find her. Withhold thy foot from being unshod, and thy throat from thirst. But thou sayest, There is no hope, no, for I have loved strangers, and after them will I go. As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Yesharel. Ashamed, they, their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets, saying to a stock, Thou art, sorry, thou art my father, and to a stone, Thou hast brought me forth, for they have turned their back unto me, and not their face. But in the time of their troubles, they will say, Arise and save us. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise if they can save thee in the times of the trouble. For according to the numbers of thy cities, they are thy gods, O Judah. Oh, sorry. Wherefore will ye plead with me? Ye all have transgressed against me, saith Yahuwah. In vain have I smitten your children. They received no correction. In vain have I smitten, In vain have I smitten your children. They received no correction. Your own sword hath devoured your prophets like a destroying lion. O generation, see ye the word of Yahuwah. Have I been a wilderness unto Yesharel, a land of darkness? Wherefore say my people, We are lords, we will come no more unto thee. Can a maid forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me, days without number. Why trimmest thou the way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Also in the skirts is found the blood of the souls of the poor innocents. I have not found it by the secret search, but upon all these. Yet thou sayest, Because I am innocent, surely his anger shall turn from me. Sorry. Behold, I will plead with thee, because thou sayest, I have not sinned. Why gaddest thou about so much to change thy way? Thou also shalt be ashamed of Egypt, as thou wast ashamed of Assyria. Yea, thou shalt go forth from him, and thine hands upon thine head, for Yahuwah hath rejected thy confidences, and thou shalt not prosper in them. Just give me 1 second. I gotta drink some water. Also, I have somebody, they're actually going to put something where I won't have to hold the phone, so I'll be able to read the book, prayerfully. It would be a lot better the next time, but I'm waiting for somebody to help me with that. So just give me 1 second while I just get a drink. Thank you, family. I don't know how young man does this. Love you guys. Okay, we're on chapter 3. And thank you for your patience. Excuse me. In chapter 3, they say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith Yahuwah. Yep. I'm going to read that again. But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith Yahuwah. Lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where there has not been lean with. In the ways hast thou sat for them, as the Arabian in the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness. Therefore the showers have been withholden, and there hath been no latter rain. And thou hast a whore's forehead, thou refuseth to be ashamed. Refuseth to be ashamed. Wilt thou not from this time cry unto me, my Father, thou art the guide of my youth? Will he reserve his anger forever? Will he keep it to the end? Behold, thou hast spoken and done evil things as thou couldest. Yahuwah said unto me in the days of Josiah the king, hast thou seen that which backsliding Yasharel hath done? She is gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there hath played the harlot. And I said, after she had done all these things, turn thou unto me, but she returned not. And her treacherous sister Judah saw it. And I saw, when for all the causes whereby backsliding Yasharel committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister of Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. See how we treated him? How we treated him and we don't even know? And it came to pass through the lightness of her whoredom that she defiled the land and committed adultery with stones and with stocks. And yet, for all this, her treacherous sister Judah hath not turned unto me with her whole heart, but feignedly, saith Yahuwah. And Yahuwah said unto me, the backsliding Yasharel hath justified herself more than treacherous Judah. Go and proclaim these words towards the north, and say, return, thou backsliding Yasharel, saith Yahuwah, and I will not cause mine anger to fall upon you. For I am merciful, saith Yahuwah, and I will not keep anger forever. Only acknowledge thine iniquity, that thou hast transgressed against Yahuwah, thy Eluah, and hast scattered thy ways to the strangers. I'm sorry. So under every green tree, and ye have not obeyed my voice, saith Yahuwah. Turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahuwah. For I am married unto you, And I will take you, one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion, and I will give you pastors. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And it shall come to pass, when ye be multiplied and increased in the land, in those days, said Yahuwah, they shall say no more, the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah, neither shall it come to mind, neither shall they remember it, neither shall they visit it, neither shall that be done anymore. At that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of Yahuwah, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it, to the name of Yahuwah, to Jerusalem. Neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil heart. In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Yesharel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north, go to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers. But I said, how should I put thee among the children and give thee a pleasant land, a goodly heritage? Sorry. A goodly heritage of the host of the of nations. And I said, thou shalt call me my father, and shalt not turn away from me. Surely as a wife treacherously departeth from her husband, so have ye dealt treacherously with me, O house of Yesharel, saith Yahuwah. A voice was heard upon the high places, weeping and supplications of the children of Yesharel, for they have perverted their way, and they have forgotten Yahuwah their Eluah. Return, ye backsliding children, and I will heal your backsliding. Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art Yahuwah, our Eluah. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Truly, in the Yahuwah, our Eluah, is the salvation of Yesharel. For shame hath devoured the labor of our fathers from our youth, their flocks and their herds, their sons and their daughters. We lie down in our shame, and our confusion covereth us. For we have sinned against the Yahuwah, our Eluah, we and our fathers, from our youth, even unto this day, and have not obeyed the voice of Yahuwah, our Eluah. I'm just going to get another drink of water, family. Thank you. Okay, we're on chapter 4 now. Thank you. Sorry. Chapter 4. If thou wilt return, O Yesharel, saith Yahuwah, return unto me, and if thou wilt put away thine abominations out of my sight, then shalt thou not remove. And thou shalt swear, Yahuwah liveth, in truth, in judgment, and in righteousness. And thou shalt swear Yahuwah liveth in truth, in judgment, and in righteousness. And the nations shall bless themselves in him, and in him shall they glory. For thus saith Yahuwah to them, to the men of Judah and Jerusalem, break up your fallow ground, and sow not among thorns. Sow not among thorns. Circumcise yourselves to Yahuwah, and take away the foreskins of your heart, ye men of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem, lest my fury come forth like fire, and burn that none can quench it, because of the evil of your doings. Declare ye in Judah, and publish in Jerusalem. Sorry. Yeah, I thought I was over this. Declare ye in Judah, and publish in Jerusalem, and say, blow ye the trumpet in the land. Cry, gather together, and say, assemble yourselves, and let us go into the defenced cities. Set up the standard toward Zion. Retire, stay not. For I will bring evil from the north, and a great destruction. The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy cities shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. For this gird you with sackcloth, lament and howl. For the fierce anger of Yahuwah is not turned back from us. And it shall come to pass at that day, saith Yahuwah, that the heart of the kings shall perish, and the heart of the princes and the priests shall be astonished, and the prophets shall wonder. Then said I, Yahuwah, HalleluYah, surely thou hast greatly deceived this people. This people and Jerusalem, saying, ye shall have peace, whereas the sword reacheth unto the soul. At that time shall it be said to this people and to Jerusalem, a dry wind of the high places in the wilderness toward the daughter of my people, not to fan, not to cleanse. Even a full wind from those places shall come unto me. Now also will I give sentence against them. Behold, he shall come up as clouds, and his chariots shall be as whirlwind. His horses are swifter than eagles. Woe unto us, for we are spoiled. We are spoiled. O Jerusalem, wash thine heart from wickedness, that thou mayest be saved. How long shall thy vain thoughts lodge within thee? For a voice declareth from Dan, and publisheth affliction from Mount Ephraim. Make ye mention to the nations, behold, published against Jerusalem, that watchers come from a far country, and give out their voice against the cities of Judah. As keepers of a field are they against her round about, because she hath been rebellious against me, saith Yahuwah. Thy way and thy doings have procured these things unto thee. This is thy wickedness, because it is bitter, because it reacheth unto thine heart. My bowels, I am pained at my very heart. My heart maketh a noise in me. I cannot hold my peace, because thou hast heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war. Destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are my tents spoiled, and my curtains in a moment. How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish. They have not known. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. And you notice he said sottish children. He didn't say kid, because he separates his sheep from the goats. And a kid is a baby goat. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. I beheld the earth, and lo, it was without form and void, and the heavens, and they had no light. I beheld the mountains, and lo, they trembled, and all the hills moved lightly. I beheld, and lo, there was no man, and all the birds of the heaven were fled. I beheld, and lo, the fruitful place was a wilderness, and all the cities thereof were broken down at the presence of Yahuwah, and by his fierce anger. For thus hath Yahuwah said, the whole land shall be desolate, yet will I not make a full end. For this shall the earth mourn, and the heavens above be black, because I have spoken it. I have purposed it, and will not repent, neither will I have turn back from it. The whole city shall flee for the noise of the horsemen and bowmen. They shall go into thickets and climb up upon the rocks. Every city shall be forsaken, and not a man dwell therein. And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, thou sorry, family. I'm gonna say that over that. You know what? You know this ain't easy. And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? That though thou closest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, through thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee. They will seek thy life. For I have heard a voice as of a woman in travail, and the anguish as of her that bringeth forth her first child, the voice of the daughter of Zion, that bewaileth herself, that spreadeth her hands, saying, Woe is me now, for my soul is wearied because of murderers. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Chapter 5. You know what? I'm going to get some water, family. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Chapter 5. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now, and know, and seek in the broad places thereof, if ye can find a man, if there be any that excuseth judgment, that seeketh the truth, and I will pardon it. And though they saw Yahuwah liveth, surely they swear falsely. O Yahuwah, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction. They have made their faces harder than a rock. They have refused to return. They have refused to return. Therefore I said, surely these are poor. They are foolish, for they know not the way of Yahuwah, nor the judgments of their HalleluYah. I will get me unto the great men. I will get me unto the great men, and will speak unto them. For they have known the way of Yahuwah, and the judgment of their HalleluYah. But these have altogether broken the yoke, and burst the bonds. Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evenings shall spoil them. A leopard shall watch over their cities. Every one that goeth out thence shall be torn in pieces, because their transgressions are many, and their backslidings are increased. Sorry. I wish I could read it through the screen. I really do, but yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully that gentleman will be able to do that thing for me so it'll be a lot easier for you guys. How shall I pardon thee for this? Thy children have forsaken me, and sworn by them that they are no gods. When I had fed them to the full, they then committed adultery, and assembled themselves by troops in the harlots' houses. They were as fed horses in the morning. Every one nighed after his neighbor's wife. Shall I not visit for these things, saith Yahuwah? And shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? Go ye up upon her walls and destroy, but make not a full end. Take away her battlements, for they are not Yahuwah's. For the house of Yeshurel and the house of Judah have dealt very treacherously against me, saith Yahuwah. They have belied Yahuwah and said, it is not he, neither shall evil come upon us, neither shall we see sword nor famine. And the prophets shall become wind, and the word is not in them. Thus shall it be done unto them. Wherefore, thus saith Yahuwah, Eluah of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. Lo, I will bring a nation upon you from far, O house of Yeshurel, saith Yahuwah. It is a mighty nation, it is an ancient nation, a nation whose language thou knowest not, neither understanding what they say. Their quiver is in an open sepulchre. They are all mighty men, and they shall eat up thine harvest and thy bread, and they shall eat up thine harvest and thy bread, which thy sons and thy daughters should eat. They shall eat up thy flocks and thine herds. They shall eat up the vines and the fig trees. They shall impoverish thy fenced cities, wherein thou trusteth with the sword. Nevertheless, in those days, saith Yahuwah, I will not make a full end with you. And it shall come to pass, when ye shall say, wherefore doeth Yahuwah our Eluah all these things unto us? Then shalt thou answer them, like as ye have forsaken me, and served strange gods in your land, so shall ye serve strangers in land that is not yours. Declare this in the house of Jacob, and publish it in Judah, saying, hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Fear ye not me, saith Yahuwah? Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree that it cannot pass it? And through the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail, though they roar, yet can they not pass over it. Let's read this part again, because what people does this sound like? Just for you to, just think about it. I want to make sure I read it correctly, because I'm fumbling with the pages, and I just want you to, what people do you think that they're talking? Oh, what happened? Told me to rotate my phone. Sorry, family. I'm going to read 19 again, okay? And it shall come to pass. Why is it telling me to rotate? Is it that bad? Sorry, family. I'll try to read it this other way. Okay. And it shall come to pass, when ye shall say, wherefore doeth Yahuwah our Eluah all these things unto us? Then shalt thou answer them, like as ye have forsaken me, and served strange gods in your land, so shall ye serve strangers in a land that is not yours. declare this in the house of Jacob, and publish it in Judah, saying, Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Fear ye not me, saith Yahuwah? Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree, that it cannot pass it? And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail? Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it? But this people hath a revolting and a rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. Neither say they in their heart, Let us now fear Yahuwah our HalleluYah, that giveth rain, both the former and the latter, in his season. He reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest. Your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait, as he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their homes full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxen rich. They are waxen fat. They shine. Yea, they overpass the deeds of their wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless. Yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. Shall I not visit for these things? Saith Yahuwah, shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? A wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesy falsely. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means, and my people love to have it so. And what will ye do in the end thereof? Chapter 6. O ye children of Benjamin, gather yourself to flee out of the midst of Jerusalem, and blow the trumpets in Tekoa, and set up a sign of fire in Bethasiram, for evil appeareth out of the north, and great destruction. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. The shepherds with their flocks shall come unto her. They shall pitch their tents against her round about. They shall feed every one in his place. Prepare ye war against her. Arise, and let us go up at noon. Woe unto us, for the days goeth away, for the shadows of the evening are stretched out. Arise, and let us go by night, and let us destroy her palaces. For thus hath Yahuwah of hosts said, Hew ye down trees, and cast them out against Jerusalem. This is the city to be visited. She is holy, oppression in the midst of her. As a fountain casteth out her waters, she casteth out her wickedness, violence, and Her wickedness, violence, and spoil is heard in her. Before me continually is grief and wounds. Be thou instructed, O Jerusalem, lest my soul depart from thee, lest I make thee desolate, a land not inhabited. Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, they shall thoroughly glean the remnant of Yeshurel as a vine. Turn back thine hand as a grape gatherer into the baskets. To whom shall I speak and give warning? That they may hear. Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of Yahuwah is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it. Therefore, I am full of the fury of Yahuwah. I am weary with holding in. I will pour it out upon the children abroad and upon the assembly of young men together. For even the husband with the wife shall be taken, the aged with him that is full of days. And their houses shall be turned unto others, with their fields and wives together. For I will stretch out my hand upon the inhabitants of the land, saith Yahuwah. For from the least of them, even unto the greatest of them, every one is given to covetousness, and from the prophet, even unto the priest, every one dealeth falsely. They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace. Were they ashamed when they had committed abominations? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, saith Yahuwah. Thus saith Yahuwah, stand ye in the way, and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. Also, I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken. Therefore, hear ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. To what purpose cometh there to me incense from Sheba, and the sweet cane from a far country? Your burnt offerings are not acceptable, nor your sacrifices sweet unto me. Therefore, thus saith Yahuwah, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people, and the fathers and the sons together shall fall upon them. The neighbor and his friends shall perish. Thus saith Yahuwah, behold, a people cometh from the north country, and a great nation shall be raised from the sides of the earth. They shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel and have no mercy. Their voice roareth like the sea. And they ride upon the horses, set in array, as men for war against thee, O daughter of Zion. We have heard the fame thereof. Our hands wax feeble, anguish hath taken hold of us, and pain as of a woman in travail. Go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way. Sorry. Go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way, for the sword of the enemy and fear is on every side. O daughter of my people, gird thee with sackcloth, and wallow thyself in ashes. Make thee mourning, as for an only son, most bitter lamentation. For the spoiler shall suddenly come upon us. I have set thee for a tower and a fortress among my people, that thou mayest know and try their way. They are all grievous revolters, walking with slanders. They are brass and iron. They are all corrupters. The bellows are burned. The lead is consumed of the fire. The founder melteth in vain, for the wicked are not plucked away. Reprobate silver shall men call them, because Yahuwah hath rejected them. Chapter 7. The word that came to Jerimiah from Yahuwah, saying, Stand in the gate of Yahuwah's house, and proclaim. And proclaim there this word, and say, Hear the word of Yahuwah, all ye of Judah, that enter in at these gates to worship Yahuwah. Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the Eluah of Yesharel, amend your ways and your doings, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. Trust ye not in lying words, saying, the temple of Yahuwah, the temple of Yahuwah, the temple of Yahuwah are these. For if ye thoroughly amend your ways and your doings, if ye thoroughly execute judgment between a man and his neighbor, if ye oppress not the strangers, the fatherless, and the widow, and shed not innocent blood in this place, neither walk after other gods to your hurt, then will I cause you to dwell in this place, in the land that I gave to your fathers forever and ever. Behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit. Ye trust in lying words that cannot profit. Will ye steal, murder, and commit adultery, and swear falsely, and burn incense unto Baal, and walk after other gods whom ye not know? Ye not know. And come and stand before me in this house, which is called by my name, and say, We are delivered to do all these abominations. Is this house which is called by my name become a den of robbers in your eyes? Behold, even I have seen it, saith Yahuwah. But go ye now unto my place. My place, which was in Shiloh, where I set my name at the first, and see what I did to it for the wickedness of my people Yesharel. And now, because ye have done all these works, saith Yahuwah, and I spake unto you, rising up early and speaking, but ye heard not, and I called you, but ye answered not. Therefore will I do unto this house, which is called by my name, wherein ye trust, and unto the place which I gave to you and to your fathers, as I have done to Shiloh. And I will cast you out of my sight, and I have cast out all your brethren, even the whole seed of Ephraim. Therefore, pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry nor pray for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. Seest thou not what they do in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fires, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven. Did you hear that? Seest thou not what they do in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger. Do they provoke me to anger? Saith Yahuwah, do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces? Therefore, thus saith Yahuwah, Eluah, behold, mine anger and my fury shall be poured out upon this place, upon man and upon beast and upon the trees of the field, and upon the fruit of the ground, and it shall burn and shall not be quenched. Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the Eluah of Yesharel, put your burnt offerings unto your sacrifices, and eat flesh. For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt, concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your Eluah, and ye shall be my people, and walk ye in the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. But they hearkened not, nor inclined their ear, but walked in the counsel and in the imagination of their evil heart, and went backward and not forward. Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt, unto this day I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them. Yet they hearkened not unto me, nor inclined their ear, but hardened their neck. They did worse than their fathers. Therefore, thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of Yahuwah their Eluah, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouth. Cut off from their mouth. Cut off thine hair, O Jerusalem, and cast it away, and take up a lamentation on high places. For Yahuwah hath rejected and forsaken the generation of his wrath. For the children of Judah have done evil in my sight, saith Yahuwah. They have set their abominations in the house which is called by my name to pollute it. And they have built the high places of Topheth, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to burn their sons and their daughters in the fire, which I commanded them not. Neither came it into my heart. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahuwah, that it shall no more be called Topheth, nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter, for they shall bury in Topheth till there be no place. And the carcasses of this people shall be meat for the fowls of the heaven and for the beasts of the earth, and none shall fray them away. Then will I cause to cease from the cities of Judah and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of bridegroom and the voice of the bride. For the land shall be desolate. Chapter 8. At that time, saith Yahuwah, they shall bring out the bones of the kings of Judah, the bones of his princes, and the bones of his priests, and the bones of the prophets, and the bones of the inhabitants of Jerusalem, out of their graves. And they shall spread them before the sun and the moon, and all the host of heaven, whom they have loved, and whom they have served, and after whom they have walked, and whom they have sought, and whom they have worshipped. They shall not be gathered, nor be buried. They shall be for dung upon the face of the earth. Family. I'm going to read that again, because what are they saying that some of this stuff is in our food? Aren't they saying that it's dung? Like insect dung or beetle, yeah. And they shall spread them before the sun and the moon, and all the host of heaven, whom they have loved, and whom they have served, and after whom they have walked, and whom they have sought, and whom they have worshipped. They shall not be gathered, nor be buried. They shall be for dung upon the face of the earth. And death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places whither I have driven them, saith Yahuwah of hosts. Moreover, thou shalt say unto them, thus saith Yahuwah, shall they fall and not arise? Shall he turn away and not return? Why then is this people of Jerusalem slidden back by a perpetual backsliding? They hold fast deceit, they refuse to return. I hearkened and heard, but they spake not aright. No man repented him of his wickedness, saying, what have I done? Every one turned to his course, as the horse rusheth into the battle. Yea, the stork in the heaven knoweth her appointed times, and the turtles and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming. But my people know not the judgment of Yahuwah. How do ye say, we are wise, and the law of Yahuwah is with us? Lo, certainly in vain made he it, The pen of the scribes is in vain. Wow. Lo, certainly in vain made he it. The pen of the scribes is in vain. The wise men are ashamed. They are dismayed and taken. Lo, they have rejected the word of Yahuwah, and what wisdom is in them. Therefore will I give their wives unto others, and their fields to them that shall inherit them. For every one from the least even unto the greatest is given to covetousness, from the prophet even unto the priest. Every one dealeth falsely. For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, Peace, peace, when there is no peace. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore shall they fall among them that fall. In the time of their visitation they shall be cast down, saith Yahuwah. I will surely consume them, saith Yahuwah. Therefore shall be no grapes on the vine, nor figs on the fig tree, and the leaves shall fade, and the things that I have given them shall pass away from them. Why do we sit still? Assemble yourselves, and let us enter into the defenced cities, and let us be silent there. For Yahuwah our HalleluYah hath put us to silence, and given us water of gall to drink. Because we have sinned against Yahuwah, we looked for peace, but no good came, and for a time of health, and behold trouble. The snorting of his horses was heard from Dan. The whole land trembled at the sound of the neighing of his strong ones, for they are come and have devoured the land, and all that is in it, the city, and those that dwell therein. For behold, I will send serpents, cockatrices among you, which will not be charmed, and they shall bite you, saith Yahuwah. When I would comfort myself again, sorrow, my heart is faint in me. Behold, the voice of the cry of the daughter of my people, because of them that dwell in a far country. Is not is not Yahuwah in Zion? Is not her king in her? Why have they provoked me to anger with this, with their graven images and with strange vanities? Graven images. The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. For the hurt of the daughter of my people and my hurt, I am black. Astonishment hath taken hold on me. Is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no physician there? Why then is not the health of the daughter of my people recovered? I'm just going to take another second. I'm sorry, family. Okay, we're on chapter 9. I'm going to try to do up to chapter 10, or chapter 10's small, maybe 11. Chapter 9. Oh, that my oh, that my head were waters, and mine eyes a foundation of tears. That I might weep day and night for the slain of the daughter of my people. Oh, that I had in the wilderness a lodging place of wayfaring men, that I might leave my people and go from them, for they be all adulterers, an assembly of treacherous men, and they bend their tongues like their bow for lies, but they are not valiant for the truth upon the earth, for they proceeded from evil to evil, and they know not me, saith Yahuwah. Take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders, and they will deceive every one his neighbor, and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies, and weary themselves to commit iniquity. Thine habitation is in the midst of deceit. Through deceit they refuse to know me, saith Yahuwah. Therefore, thus saith the Yahuwah of hosts, behold, I will melt them and try them, for how shall I do for the daughters of my people? Their tongues is as an arrow shot out. It speaketh deceit. One speaketh peaceably to his neighbor with his mouth, but in heart he layeth his wait. That's that wicked heart he was talking about. Shall I not visit them for these things, saith Yahuwah? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? For the mountain will I take up a weeping and a wailing, and for the habitations of the wilderness of lamentation, because they are burned up, so that none can pass through them, neither can men hear the voice of the cattle. Both the fowl of the heavens and the beast are fled, they are gone. And I will make Jerusalem heaps and a den of dragons, and I will make the cities of Judah desolate, without an inhabitant. Who is the wise man that may understand this? And who is he to whom the mouth of Yahuwah hath spoken, that he may declare it? For what the land perisheth and is burned up like a wilderness, that none passeth through. And Yahuwah saith, because they have forsaken my law, which I set before them, and have not obeyed my voice, neither walked therein. And Yahuwah saith, because they have forsaken my law, which I set before them, and have not obeyed my voice, neither walked therein, but have walked after the imagination of their own heart, and after Balaam, which their fathers taught them. Oh, okay. So maybe it might be a tradition. But have walked after the imagination of their own heart, and after Balaam, which their fathers taught them. Therefore, thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the Eluah of Yasharel, behold, I will feed them, even this people, with wormwood, and give them water of gall to drink. I will scatter them also among the heathen, whom neither they nor their fathers have known, and I will send a sword after them, till I have consumed them. Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts. Sorry. Consider ye, and call for the mourning women, that they may come, and send for cunning women, that they may come. And let them make haste, and take up a wailing for us, that our eyes may run down with tears, and our eyelids gush out with waters. For a voice of wailing is heard out of Zion. How are we spoiled? We are greatly confounded, because we have forsaken the land, because our dwellings have cast us out. Yet hear the word of Yahuwah, O ye woman, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughter's wailing, and everyone her neighbor lamentation. For death is come up into our windows, and is entered into our palaces, to cut off the children from without, and the young men from the streets. Speak. Thus saith Yahuwah, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field, and as the handful after the harvestman, and none shall gather them. Thus saith Yahuwah, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory that glorieth. I said that wrong. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yahuwah, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith Yahuwah. Behold, the days come, saith Yahuwah, that I will punish all them which are circumcised within the uncircumcised, Egypt and Judah and Edom, and the children of Ammon and Moab, and all that are in the utmost corners, that dwell in the wilderness. For all these nations are uncircumcised, and all the houses of Yesharel are uncircumcised in the heart. Okay, and here's chapter 10. Sorry. Hear ye the word which Yahuwah speaketh unto you, O house of Yesharel. Thus saith Yahuwah, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hand of the workman with the axe. They deck it with silver and gold. And don't we deck the tree with silver and gold? They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it may not move. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good. For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Yahuwah, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee sorry. For to thee doth it appertain, for so much as among all the wise men of the nations, and in all their kingdoms, there is none like unto thee. But they are altogether brutish and foolish. The stock is a doctrine of vanities. Silver spread into plates is brought from Tarshish, and gold from Uphaz. The work of the workman, and of the hands of the founder. Blue and purple is their clothing. They are all the work of cunning men. But Yahuwah is the true HalleluYah. He is the living HalleluYah, and an everlasting King. At his wrath the earth shall tremble, and the nations shall not be able to abide his indignation. Sorry about that. Thus shall ye say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth, and from under these heavens. He hath made the earth by his power, he hath established the world by his wisdom, and hath stretched out the heavens by his discretion. When he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and he causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightning with rain, and bringeth forth the winds out of his treasures. Every man is brutish in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven images, for his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. They are vanity and the work of errors. In the time of their visitation they shall perish. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Yesharel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahuwah of hosts is his name. Gather up thy wares out of the land, O inhabitant of the fortress. For thus saith Yahuwah, behold, I will sling out the inhabitants of the land at this once, and will distress them, that they may find it so. Woe is me for my hurt. My wound is grievous, but I said, truly, this is a grief, and I must bear it. My tabernacle is spoiled, and all my cords are broken, and my children are gone forth of me, and they are not. There is none to stretch forth my tent any more, and to set up my curtains. For the pastors are become brutish, and have not sought Yahuwah. Therefore they shall not, For the pastors are become brutish, and have not sought Yahuwah. Therefore they shall not prosper, and all their flocks shall be scattered. Behold, all the noise of the brute is come, and a great commotion out of the north country, to make the cities of Judah desolate, and a den of dragons. O Yahuwah, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. O Yahuwah, correct me, but with judgment, not in thine anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. Pour out the fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name, for they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him, and consumed him, and have made his habitation desolate. Well, we did Jeremiah 1 through 10, chapters 1 through 10. And family, we have to think about it. It's our eternal salvation. Are we going to trust these priests and pastors? Or, I mean, what do we really think when we get in front of Yahuwah, we're going to say, oh, okay, no. My priest told me. No. We're accountable. We're accountable. I hope you guys, are enjoying it. I know I'm enjoying reading it. And I just thank you, everyone. If anybody wants to come on, you can come on. But, yeah, sorry. When I'm reading, I didn't, I'm not good with the comments and stuff like that, family, but I'll get you. I will. Oh, I love you guys. But, yeah, I'm going to go live tomorrow and do the rest of, more of Jeremiah. But I'm also going to be doing separate lives for like Psalms and Proverbs. And like I said, from all different, not just the King James Bible or even, the HalleluYah scriptures, but I have the true scriptures also for the New Testament. But right now we just need to do Jeremiah, and then I want to do Ezekiel and Isaiah, because truly, if he knows our heart, don't you think it's a good idea that we find out his? And that's why I love Young Man, because I was in prayer to the Most High. I was calling him Yahweh. I didn't know, we all different levels, but at the time I'm like, please, I want to know your stories, but I'm tired of crying like a baby. I need to figure this out. And not even like 8 hours later, like I saw a Young Man, and I'm like, and then never did a live before, except I watched my sister one time, my sister. And, so here he came on, and I'm like, okay, never watched a live. It was a 4-hour live. And you know what? I learned the stories. And that's when you truly, like, you can think you're going to church. Like, I used to go to church, like every Sunday and every Wednesday. And, if they would have had it every day here, I would have went every day, truly. Yeah. I'm the one at 40 years old that wanted to be a nun, and they told me, no, I was too old. Well, thank you. HalleluYah. But yeah, there's a reason for everything, family. But, yeah. So, I mean, but, it's, yeah, I thought I knew him, but no. Get into the scriptures. And one thing that I love about these scriptures is the more that you read it, it's like a different meaning every time. It's like layers. It's so many different layers. And if you're not part of the We Assembly family and you just stumbled upon me, I'm going to put the link and all, because we have scripture studies, and we have such an amazing family of truth-seeking, scripture-believing people. And, we're just trying to do the best we can for Yahuwah. We try to follow the laws the best we can. And the reason why we try to follow the laws is because our love for him. So, okay. Well, nobody wanted to join, so I love you, family. You all have a Baruch evening, and a Palau. I'll see you tomorrow. Shalom, family.